Okay, so, I'm not looking at my computer. Okay guys, so I know it's been a really long time since I made any videos, and I'm sure if you guys watched my 2018 flip through, you would know why. But I told you I would go into a little bit more detail, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So as I said in my video, I got a job in October, and that job basically sucked up my entire life. Basically, I had no time to do anything. It was just planning and work and planning and work, and it wasn't even fun planning like bullet journaling. It was planning classes because I was an English instructor, not an English teacher, an English instructor. And the place where I was working is really good. They're a really good school. The method is amazing, but the thing is, my brain couldn't wrap itself around the method no matter how much I tried. So I just ended up becoming frustrated and more frustrated and just hating life again, which is not something that I had felt in a really long time, and I didn't like that feeling. It got to a point where just thinking about planning my classes gave me panic attacks. I had 3 panic attacks in 2 months, which is too much. It's too much. And there was nothing I could do about it. It just was happening, and I was panicking, and no matter how much I tried, there was nothing to make it stop. Like, near probably the beginning of January, I was having not panic attacks, but my anxiety attacks, because there's a difference. You have anxiety attacks where you just become insanely anxious, and then you have panic attacks where you break down completely and can't exist in life because it's too much, you know? So I had 3 panic attacks, and I had a lot of anxiety attacks. And I was just sitting there wondering why I was doing this to myself. Like, I know myself. Like, I should have known that giving classes was a bad idea, but I was pulled to that job, and I made amazing friends, and I love those friends, and I'm so glad I went, or else I would never have met them. Even with all of that, the panic attacks were probably, it's not something that I would do again. I would just find them a different way, I think. I mean, those people are amazing. I love every single person who worked there. I love that space. It was so calming. When I was there, I felt calm. I felt like I could do it. But being at home and planning classes, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it by myself, and all the other teachers didn't have time to help me. And the one teacher that I went in with, he left because of his own reasons. That's not my story to tell, but he left, and since I was the only person that was new, I was lost by myself. And I know I could have asked for help. I could have asked for someone to take the time to help me, but no one had the time, and I didn't, and knowing how much time it takes to plan classes, I didn't want to take their time because they had so many more classes than I did. And it just didn't feel fair to ask that of the people I worked with. And I just had to accept that maybe it wasn't something that I could do. I had to stop thinking that I could just push through it, at least not at this stage in my life. Perhaps in a couple of years it won't be as bad as it is, but right now I can't. So I went out, I found another job, I quit the one that I was with, and that was its own thing. But I'm hoping to start my new job this week, the week of January 14th, 2019. That's when I'm hoping to get it started. There's still a little bit of paperwork I have to send in, but once I have that, I pretty much start working, and it's solid hours, unlike the job I had before where at any time they could just add hours. So I had all of my classes at the end of the day. It was from 5 to 9 p.m. and at any time they could add a class at like 10 a.m. because that's the way that their system works. You don't work by hours, you work by lessons. So they just give you classes whenever our class needs a teacher. And that also gave me so much anxiety because that's losing my entire morning, losing the little time that I had to actually plan classes, because I would start planning my classes in the morning, and then by the time I had to leave for work, I had barely finished. So I barely had breakfast, I was barely eating lunch, I was barely, you know, I got nothing down around the house. My office looked horrible because I didn't have time to clean it, and I'm trying to clean it now, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done in this office. I have the flooring already, but I haven't had time to put it down because I have to take everything out and put it back in. I want to get the new desk before I do all that so that I can put my new desk here. I'm planning on getting a drafting table, which would work better for, you know, art, because I want art to not be my main focus, but to be the reason that I'm in the office. And so I have a lot of stuff all over my desk right now. So I'm glad you can't see it, but my desk looks awful. But the desk that I have right now, if you remember what it looked like, it was an L desk. I'm gonna move the side that's here to that side. My husband's was going to use it, so he's gonna move into the office. So he's gonna be on that side, and then I'm going to have a drafting table here that has like a little bit of storage. I might, depending on how the drafting table is, because there's one that has a little bit of storage and there's one that doesn't have a little bit of storage. But the storage is always on the right side. If it was on the left side, it would fit better, but that's not a choice I have. And I'm going to put my monitor onto a swinging arm, and then my husband's going to be here, I'm going to be here, and I'm going to put most of my stuff over here. The couple of things that I'm still not sure about are my speakers, and that's pretty much it. My speaker, I don't know where to put it, so that's gonna be interesting. I mean, I could always get, my husband suggested I just get another set of shelves to put on this side, and that's actually a really good idea, so we might get another set of shelves. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I think soon I'll be able to start doing art again here on the channel and start making videos again. But first I want to get my office back to where it was so that it feels like a place I can come and create again. I don't know how long that's going to take, but hopefully it'll get done soon. But I mean, for now, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling optimistic about, you know, my new job. Hopefully all the papers will get done soon. But yeah, that's basically it. Sorry you guys have had, this is all you get. But that's all I have right now.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways.